As a good teacher, I was using projection, but I think it's more a lighting issue I'm having. So, National PRO, Kate Furlong, the Sullivan Liaison Coordinator, Clodagh Farrell. And certainly not to forget, on my right, the awards administrator, Fiona Sheeran, and of course myself, Frank Foley, National Secretary. So a warm welcome to everyone and all those out in Amesland. So to open proceedings, I'll just ask National President Fergal Cavanagh to say a few short words. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'd just like to add that Colin Moles, South East Chairperson, is over there in the dark as well. Okay. Frank welcomed you, which I was going to do as well, so we'll skip that bit. I want to thank sincerely the enormous and fabulous work that our two show adjudicators have undertaken on behalf of AIMS and the societies throughout the country. So, Caroline Daly-Jones and Peter Kennedy, well done to both of them. Right. Caroline and Peter have done an enormous job with both of them viewing and then writing up reviews for more than 50 productions each, and at times with a grueling schedule. Then, having completed this, they have had the enormous challenge of having to select from all the incredible talent that they have seen, just those few exceptional performances to award a coveted AIMS nomination. So thank you very much, Caroline and Peter. I also would like to thank our programme adjudicators, Brian Gunning and John Graydon, for their sterling work once again this year. Yeah. And finally, to our two AIMS liaison officers who have kept the whole administration of this flowing between the societies and the adjudicators, Laura Ryan and Clodagh Farrell. I was going to say we have on display, but it's actually in the dark, the two new trophies for the outstanding youth performances. Oh. That light isn't supposed to be on Frank. These are going to be known as the Peter Kennedy Perpetual Trophy and the Les Harrison Perpetual Trophy. So thank you, Peter, for those. I also want to thank the people who have sponsored the AIMS Awards this year in the different sections, which are Nomac Costumes, DBL Lighting and Sound, Concord Theatrical Rights, and Theatrical Rights Worldwide. So thank you for those sponsorships for those. So if everything's ready, we can open the book and start the proceedings. Oh my God. Right, I'm going to start off with the Mary Kelly nominees for 2024. And the first one we have is Rosemary Carroll, nominated by New Ross Musical Society. Clodagh Farrell, nominated by Bravo Theatre Group. Right. Ruth Hadnett, nominated by Tipperary Musical Society. Pat Lamb, nominated by Mitchelstown Musical Society. And our fifth and last is Maura Nolan, nominated by Baldoyle Musical Society. Now I'm going to hand over to your Sullivan liaison, Clodagh, who will continue from here. Thank you.
Good evening. Our first batch of nominations are sponsored by Nomac Costume Hire in Waterford. They look forward to supplying your top quality costumes to enhance your production. Thank you, Nomac. And now let's get started. The nominees for Best Programme in the Sullivan section are Bray Musical Society, The Addams Family. Londonderry Musical Society, Oliver. Nina Choral Society, Beauty and the Beast. The nominees for Best Programme in the Gilbert section are Athlone Musical Society, Urinetown. Bravo Theatre Group, Calendar Girls, the musical. And Tipperary Musical Society, Young Frankenstein. The nominees for Best House Management in the Sullivan section are Burr Stage Guild, The Addams Family. Enniscorthy Musical Society, Happy Days. And Tullyfin Musical Society, Little Shop of Horrors. The nominees for Best House Management in the Gilbert section, Carnew Musical Society, The Addams Family. Ennis Musical Society, The Wedding Singer. And Shannon Musical Society, The Little Mermaid. The nominees for Best Visual in the Sullivan section, Nine Art Musical Society, Kinky Boots the Musical. Bray Musical Society, The Addams Family. And Londonderry Musical Society, Oliver. The nominees for Best Visual in the Gilbert section, Cool Mind Musical Society, Susical the Musical. Galway Musical Society, Oliver. HXT Musical Society, Little Shop of Horrors. The nominees for Best Technical in the Sullivan section, Letterkenny Musical Society, The Addams Family. Londonderry Musical Society, Oliver. Mitchelstown Musical Society, Sweeney Todd. And the nominees for Best Technical in the Gilbert section, Avonmore Musical Society, The Little Mermaid. Thurles Musical Society, Big Fish. And Wexford Light Opera Society, Phantom of Opera. Thank you to Nomac Costumes, and now I'm going to go let Colm Mills, who's the chairperson of the South East region, continue with the next group of nominations. Thank you.
Thanks, Clodagh. Now we go on with the next batch of nominations, which are sponsored by DBL Lighting and Sound. DBL are an audiovisual company based in Waterford. Moving on to the Best Stage Management in the Sullivan section. The nominees are Killarney Musical Society, Michael Collins, a musical drama, where stage managers are Frank Ash and Pam Brosnell. The next nominee is Nice Musical Society, 9 to 5, with stage manager Bob O'Kelly. Next nominee is Newcastle West Musical Society, Calamity Jane, where stage manager is Tom Madigan. Best Stage Management in the Gilbert section, Ballinrobe Musical Society, Phantom of the Opera, stage manager Kenneth McCarthy. Carrick-on-Shore Musical Society, 9 to 5, where stage manager is Michael O'Hara. And Kilkenny Musical Society, The Sound of Music, where stage manager is Bill Malloy. Next category is Best Choreography in the Sullivan section. Nine Arches Musical Society with Kinky Boots the Musical. Nina Choral Society, Youth Academy, Legally Blonde. And Northeast Musical Society, All Shook Up. Best Choreography in the Gilbert section. Malahide Music and Dramatic Society, Crybaby. Maynooth University Music Society, Cats. St. Mel's Musical Society, Longford, Legally Blonde. Moving on to some of the big ones. Best Chorus in the Sullivan section. Killarney Musical Society, Michael Collins and Musical Drama. Mitchelstown Musical Society, Sweeney Todd. And Northeast Musical and Dramatic Society, All Shook Up. Best Chorus in the Gilbert section. Gorey Musical Society. Michael Collins and Musical Drama. Maynooth University Society, Cats. And Newcastle Glees Musical Society, Urinetown. Thank you to DPL, and now I'm handing over to our Awards Weekend Administrator, Fiona.
The following awards, our funny folk and our supporting actors and actresses, are sponsored by Concord Theatricals, and they bring us the rights from everything from the madness of Rock of Ages to the timeless classic that is Oklahoma. And we'll start with our comedians. And Best Comedian nominees in the Sullivan category are Andrew Doherty as Franklin D. Hart in 9 to 5 with Nice Musical Society. Kevin Mackin as Igor in Young Frankenstein, Kilmainham Inchicore Musical Society. And I'm going to put my fingers in my ears, Pat Murphy and Mert Murphy as the Malachis, Happy Days, Enniscorthy. And for anyone at home who didn't catch that, that was Enniscorthy Musical Society. Our comedians in the Gilbert section. And our first nominee is Niall Conway as Mr. Bumble for Galway Musical Society. Kevin Hartnett as Lonnie in Rock of Ages, Kilcock Musical and Dramatic Society. And Gavin Maloney as Baldwin Blandish in Crybaby, Malahide Musical and Dramatic Society. Moving on to the ladies and our best comedian in Sullivan. And our first nominee is Louise O'Connor as Inga in Young Frankenstein, Kilmainham Inchicore Musical Society. Jay Oregon as Chris in Calendar Girls for Funhouse Theatre Company, Tullamore. And Inga again, this time Nicole Scott as Inga in Young Frankenstein with Claire Morris Musical Society. And moving on to the Gilbert section, and our first nominee is Yasmin Mizawi as Lenora Frigid in Cry Baby with Malahide Musical and Dramatic Society. And the Battle of the Frau Blouchers. The first one is Emma Nugent for Frau Bloucher in Young Frankenstein with St. Agnes Choral Society, Belfast. And our second one is Deirdre Ryan as Frau Bloucher as Young Frankenstein, Tipperary Musical Society. Now, our best actor in a supporting role in the Sullivan category. And our first nominee is Michael Cruz as Angel. They're a fierce, rowdy lot here. Our second nominee is Rory Jeffers as Max Deathweiler in The Sound of Music with Fort William Musical Society. And Owen Mullins as Simon Lola in Kinky Boots, the musical Nine Art Musical Society. Moving on to Gilbert, and our first nominee is Adon Fox as Ursula in The Little Mermaid with Shannon Musical Society. Declan Kelly as John in Calendar Girls the Musical for Bravo Theatre Loughrea. And wait for it, Michael O'Gorman as Joe Emmett. Joe Emmett in Michael Collins' musical drama for Gorey Musical Society. And I'd just like to remind the people in the audience that the concert starts at 8 o'clock. Moving on to our supporting actresses in Sullivan. And our first nominee is Teresa Buckley. As Aunt Eller in Oklahoma with St. Michael's Theatre Musical Society. Our second nominee, and up the Lily Whites, is Edel Marino Flaherty as Alice Beinecke in The Addams Family for Clane Musical and Dramatic Society. And Clodagh Sweeney as Maureen in Rent in Fermanagh Musical Society. You're nearly at the end, I won't be giving out to you anymore. Best Actress in a Supporting Role in the Gilbert section. And our first nominee is Aoife Dignan as Little Sally in Urantown with Athlone Musical Society. Jenna Dunphy as Cynthia Veal in Beautiful, the Carole King musical with David Hennessy Musical and Dramatic Society. And I think we've had this lady already, Jay Oregon as Chris in Calendar Girls with Bravo Musical Society. Thank you very much to Concord Theatricals. And I'm going to hand you over to Jerry, our National Prize Vice President, and I promise he won't give out to you as much as I do.
Thank you, Fiona. Many thanks to Concord Theatricals. Best Actor in the Sullivan section is David Hines, as Frederick von Frankenstein in Young Frankenstein, Kilmainham in Shakor. Art McGowran as Gomez in The Addams Family, Clane Musical and Dramatic Society. James Thompson as Mr. Poppy in The Nativity, the Musical Encore Performing Arts Academy. Best Actor Gilbert, Jordan Bass as Michael Collins. Jordan Bass as Michael Collins in Michael Collins, a musical drama, Gory Musical Society. Keith Hanley as Che Guevara in Evita, Marian Choral Society tune. David McElgan as Howard Bloom in Big Fish, Thurles Musical Society. Best Actress, Sullivan. April Kelly. April Kelly as Mimi in Rent, North Wexford Musical Theatre. Aoife McCormack as Carrie White in Carrie the Musical, Trinity Musical Theatre Society. Karen McCourt as Elwoods in Legally Blonde, Baldoyle Musical Society. Best Actress, Gilbert. Ciara McKenna as Rose in Gypsy, UCD Musical Society. Emma Jane Knight as Annie in Calendar Girls, the musical, Newcastle Lees Musical Society. Cleona McNeilis as Eva Perron in Evita, Marian Choral Society tune. Best Male Singer, Sullivan. Chris Currid as Tom Collins. Chris Currid as Tom Connells in Rent, North Wexford Musical Theatre. Paul Finn as Sweeney Todd in Sweeney Todd, Mitchelstown Musical Society. Gavin Maloney as Freddie Trumper in Chess, Dunleary Musical and Dramatic Society. Best Male Singer, Gilbert. Owen Fingleton as Quasimodo in Hunchback of Notre Dame, Teachers Musical Society. Shane Kelly as Bobby Strong in Urinetown, Athlone Musical Society. Christopher MacDonald as Drew in Rock of Ages, Kilcock Musical and Dramatic Society. Best Female Singer, Sullivan. Sarah Corcoran as Audrey II in Little Shop of Horrors, Ballinasloe Musical Society. Lee McCarran as Margaret New in Everyone's Talking About Jamie, Teen Edition, Bosco Drama Group, Newry. Jennifer White as Miss Adelaide in Guys and Dolls, Jack Cunningham Production, Waterford. Best Female Singer, Gilbert. Clodagh Harrington as Dolores Van Courtier in Sister Act, Tralee Musical Society. Alex Kavanagh as Carol King in Beautiful. The Carol King Musical, David Hennessy Musical and Dramatic Society. Carla Tracy. Carla Tracy as Christine Day in Phantom of the Opera, Wexford Light Opera Society. Thank you, and I will now pass you baton over to our lovely PRO, Kate.
Good evening, everybody. Are we enjoying the nomination so far? This is a delight to present this new award for the season for Best Youth Performance in an Adult Show. So let's get on with the nominations for Best Youth Performance in an Adult Show, Sullivan. Paul Nestor as Pugsley in The Addams Family, Clane Musical and Dramatic Society. Sean O'Callaghan as Oliver in Oliver, Limerick Musical Society. And Layla Rose O'Shea as Pugsley in The Addams Family, Ahada Centre Theatre Group. Now, Best Youth Performance in an Adult Show in the Gilbert section. The nominees are James Cullinan as Flounder in The Little Mermaid, Shannon Musical Society. Ronan Harvey as Oliver in Oliver, Galway Musical Society. And A Star of the Future. Sean O'Callaghan as Jojo in Zeusical the Musical, Coolmine Musical Society. Now, Best Ensemble in the Sullivan section. The nominees are Crack Theatre, Coil Island, Grease, Shaken at the Hip Hop, Nina Choral Society Youth Academy, Legally Blonde, Whipped into Shape, and Northeast Musical and Dramatic Society, All Shook Up, Burnin' Love. Best Ensemble in the Gilbert section. Leakslip Musical and Variety Group, The Producers, Springtime to Hitler. Maynooth University Musical Society, Cats, Mungo Jerry and Rampel Teaser. And Newcastle Glees Musical Society, Urinetown, Run, Freedom Run. The following awards are sponsored by TRW, who bring us the rights to many great shows from American Idiot to Young Frankenstein, and we're delighted to work in partnership with them. The nominees for Best Choreographer in the Sullivan section are Jack Cunningham, Guys and Dolls, Jack Cunningham Productions, Waterford. Amanda Pearce Oliver, Limerick Musical Society. And Melody Urquhart and Thomas Spratt, Singing in the Rain, Sligo Musical Society. Best Choreographer in the Gilbert section. The nominees are Claire Donnelly, Urinetown Newcastle Glees Musical Society. Leah Marr for Guys and Dolls with On Track Dublin. And Claire Tighe, The Producers, Leakslip Musical and Variety Group. That's it for me for this evening. It's time now to hand you over to our National Secretary, Mr. Frank Foley. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
I'm soaked with attention. Best Musical Director in the Sullivan category. And the nominees are as follows. Anne Keelty, The Hunchback of Notre Dame with Boyle Musical Society. Conor McCarthy with Rent, North Wexford Musical Theatre. And Michael Young with Michael Collins, a musical drama with Killarney Musical Society. Moving swiftly along, Best MD in the Gilbert section. The nominees are as follows. Jimmy Brocky for Beautiful, the Carole King musical. David Hennessy Musical and Dramatic Society. For Wexford, David Hayes with Phantom of the Opera. And last but certainly not least, with production of the producers with Leak Slip, Dermot O'Callaghan. To the Best Director category in Sullivan. And the nominees are as follows. Rent, Stephen Acton, North Wexford Musical Theatre. Sweeney Todd, Michael Anthony Green with Mitchellstown Musical Society. And Maria Rush, the Addams Family Letterkenny Musical Society. Best Director in the Gilbert section. Gavin Murphy with Cats Maynooth University Musical Society. Paul Norton with Oliver with Galway Musical Society. And a Phantom. Christine Scarry, Wexford Line Opera Society. Adjudicator Special Award Spirit of Ames in the Sullivan section. Bosco Drama Group Newry, Everyone's Talking About Jamie, the teen edition, for the full company producing a show in a time of adversity due to flooding. Funhouse Theatre, Tullamore, Calendar Girls the musical, the pure emotion of the John Clark death scene, and Sligo Musical Society with Singing in the Rain for their magical Singing in the Rain sequence. The Adjudicator's Special Award Spirit of Ames in the Gilbert section. For teamwork and outstanding comedy duo for Leak Slip Musical Variety Group, the producers, Max and Leo Ian Ty and Sean McMahon. Another teamwork for outstanding comedy duo, Oyster Lane Theatre Group with the producers. Again, the characters Max and Leo, and one and only Paddy Breen and Conor Lyons. And last nominee in this category for teamwork and their acting, vocal and comedic harmony, Trim Musical Society 9 to 5, Jenny McCabe, Louise Cassidy, and Anna Bergen, Violet Doralee, and Judy. And we move on. Are we still here? Good. Best overall show in the Sullivan category. Nine Arch Musical Society with Kinky Boots. Killarney Musical Society with Michael Collins. With their production of Sweeney Todd, Mitchellstown Musical Society. Northeast Musical and Dramatic Society with All Shook Up. And North Wexford Musical Theatre with Rent. Now, last but certainly not least, category, the best overall show in the Gilbert category. David Hennessy Musical Dramatic Society with Beautiful. Galway Musical Society with Oliver. Leak Slip Musical Variety Group with the Producers. Maynooth University Musical Society with Cats. Wexford Line Opera Society with Phantom. Good night, God bless, and let's clear the hall.